Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Let me... Boop. Oh. Boop. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hello, Dottie. Hello, Tuffin. Hello, Mia. Hello, Curious. Hello, Sharn. Hello, Emily. How are you all? You got your Hedgie and Dino? Heck yes. They made good time. That's awesome. I am. I have a headache. But again, the amount of like coughing that I've done, I feel like that's not necessarily too surprising. I slept better, not great, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, Lordy Lou. Gave your hubby the dino to your hubby and he loved it. I love that for him. Hi, Petrichor. So, I made the Joanne video a two-parter. Not necessarily because it was like too long, but because I wanted to do like a voiceover for like the other part, if you will. And I just didn't have time and I wanted to like upload part of it. So it'll work out nicely. I think at least. So the part one is up. It was really cute when I walked into the store. One of the cashiers, she's so sweet, and she's the one who I end up like checking out with most of the time, and so we talk a lot, and she knows about my business and that that's why I've been like buying just so much yarn. And it was cute because I walked in today and she was like, hey, I hadn't been there in a little bit, and she was like, she goes, what's your name again? And I was like, it's Megan. And she goes, it is. Oh, good. She goes, I saw on the paper that like Megan was getting the sign, and I know how much you wanted it, and I know that I put your name down first, but then I wasn't sure, like this, and like she was just like rambling, and I was like, no, it's mine. So like the manager came up. It was so sweet. It was so sweet. She's like, I hoped it was you. So like the manager came up, and like I had to like sign almost like a waiver, like, and then pay for it. Like, if you break it, tough kind of thing. So like I did all of that, and they were like, are you planning on taking it today? But I'll tell you all the rest of that story. I figure we'll open. I got box from St. Jude. And I know that their Play Live event is coming up soon, so I'm kind of excited to see what's in it, and maybe we can plan some fun things and do another good fundraiser for them. So I figure we'll open that first, and then hopefully by then everyone who wants to hear the Joanne story will be here. And we also went by Home Depot, and they still had like a couple of the cherry blossom trees But there was only one that I was like, that's the one. Like some of them had like bent trunks. And again, you know, they're young trees. You can kind of fix that. But I was like, no, this one. So we got it, and I wrote an email to the company, including pictures of all the trees together, to be like, which one would you like spend the money on? On a shopping spree last night, got your dad something too. Oh, that's sweet. No worries, you haven't missed anything. Okay, hold on. So here's my... Here's my St. Jude box. Alright. So we have, these are things for me, incentives, and here are some ideas. Feed your pet a treat. For every amount you get added to a name on a wall, whatever. I have my goal paper to sign or to take a picture with. And I love these because like it shows, $10 provides a new toy for hospital play areas, 25 provides a meal or 1 day of meals for a St. Jude patient or family member. Like I love that they show you like, how much each thing is worth or what it can get. I got a button or pin. Ooh, we got some stickers, so we'll use those for giveaways. Should I show this to you all now? Say, banana hat. Okay. Okay. The ideas are forming. This is only if you're here. If you're not here, you don't get to see. Some of this I feel like I should wait. Hey. Do you want a pizza this? There's like... We got a button, a St. Jude button when we hit certain amounts. I'm not showing you this. You'll have to wait. It's gonna be fundraising related. We got big googly eyes. I have little googly eyes from the last time they saw me and they said, bet. We got some slime. And we got this last year too. Oh no, this one. Just kidding. These are not the no mess ones. We got 2 confetti cannons. Okay. Oh gosh. I'm excited. I'm excited. When does the play live? I think that it's in May. Which is coming up quickly. So I'll have to do a little planning. Yeah. So there's a couple of different St. Jude events. I do both of them. The first one is the Play Live one, which is like the big one, if you will. The one where it's like the gamer group, if you will. And then the one that we do in the winter is like organized by us more. Well, by Tony. And that one is just like us doing something at the end of the year. Like, we don't necessarily get like the little goodie box of fun things to use. We can still obviously use them, but oh boy. All right. Now, shh. If you were here, you got to see it. You don't tell anyone. Don't spoil any of the surprises. Okay? Don't spoil the fun. What? Thanks, Emily. I was saying before I was going to, oh, damn it, I didn't put everything away. A button. I didn't necessarily need to split it into 2 videos, but I wanted to do a voiceover. Because people click off when there's not, like, people talking. Or, I don't know, things going on. Yeah, my throat's okay. It's still like, I definitely am not going to be repeating stories and things a lot today or anything like that, just because it's still like, I don't know, tender, I guess. Now's the time. Well, you can't make everyone happy, so sometimes I feel like y'all say things just to be like, well, here's a wrench in the plan. I hate this. Oh. Okay, well, I was going to do it because I thought it was a good idea. I'm sorry that you hate it. I don't know. No, that's not what I'm doing. That's not the kind of video that the a Joanne video would be. Did I? Okay. Thank goodness your boss is cool at your work. Oh, that's nice. So, no, I just mostly wanted to, like, kind of explain more of things, mostly because I was like, I don't want people thinking, like, because people listen selectively, you know? And I don't want people thinking that they can just, like, go in and, like, take stuff. So I was going to, like, talk a little bit about, like, oh yeah, you know, like, here's what we did. We paid, we did this, we did that, we did this. They told us this, like, and just kind of, like, walk through, like, everything. It was so nice. I was so relieved because, like, well, here. First. Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. So it's not that big. It's really not. Like, all things considered. This can fit, yes, I have the sign. This can fit in my office. This can fit in our basement. Like, and yeah, it's very light. It's not quite foam, but it's not quite particle board. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like a weird, maybe it's just really, really dense foam, you know? I don't know. You thought this is 3 times bigger than you thought? You saw the pictures, right? From, like, when I was standing on the ground? Because it was all the way up. So, yeah, it goes like that. And then what I did do on. Okay. Is I saved one of the letters. It does sound like foam, right? I thought it was going to be bigger. So this is from the it part. And I left one of the screws in. So the whole thing has little like metal washers, and the screws went into like the wall. And then basically we initially it was in like this, right? And this is the other thing that I didn't film, so I wanted to like film a little more to like show this part. All that we could see was this part, so James thought that it was just like PVC. So initially we tried to cut, we had like a PVC pipe cutter. We brought a bunch of tools. And so we tried to use like the PVC pipe cutter, and he's like, why isn't it cutting all the way through? And at that point he was kind of like moving it, and I was like, oh, I think that if you just like grab, I think that you can like pull it like straight off. And so he tried it, and that's exactly what it is. So we were able to like pull it out. Some of the screws, you can see, true crafter, there's hot glue. And so it just screws in like that. So you can see it's not far into this, and there's the metal washer. But it went further, obviously, into the wall for, I guess, stability's sake and keeping it, from coming out. But yeah, basically all we had to do was just like firmly grasp it and just give it a little pull. And again, having it be this long, and it's light, like it wasn't going to hurt anyone if it fell, but it makes it so that it can't just like pop out, if that makes sense. Like you'd have firmly grasp it. Yeah. So it was interesting. And it was really cute because they were like, they asked if we were planning on the lid. They asked if we were planning on taking it today, and we were like, it's going to kind of depend on how it's put in. Like, we brought our screw gun, we brought a saw, like, you know, a piece to like saw things. We brought the clippers, we brought a pry bar, like we brought a bunch of different tools in a tool bag. And we were like, you know, it's going to depend. And we asked. Dad did not help. Today was going to originally be just like a fact-finding mission. We got there, and it was to kind of see how it was put on. So the manager came over, and, you know, like I said, I had to sign like paperwork. And she was asking again, you know, did you want her to take it now? Do you want to come back for it? Like, we've had people come before we open. If you want to come back, like we can put like a time in if you want to do something like that. So like we know to expect you, like if you need to do, you know, anything crazy. And I was like, honestly, you know, we kind of wanted to like take a look at it today, and see how it's all put together. We were like, do you have a ladder that we can use? Like, I know that you're selling some of the metal ladders. Is there one that we can use to like go up there and look at it? Because like over the phone, the person said we couldn't use their ladders. And she was like, yeah, she goes, you know, that's fine. You can bring your own ladder, whatever. And I was like, yeah, you know, honestly, it would probably be easier if we could use one of the ones that you guys have instead of having to like load, you know, a giant ladder into our truck, carry it through the store. Like, I'm just gonna knock stuff over at that point. Like, I'm making a mess. And she was like, you can see in the video I posted, she's like, there's one ladder that we have, that's also available for sale. She goes, that's tall enough to reach the sign. The other ones won't be tall enough. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, is it possible that we could borrow that one right now? And she was like, yeah, no one's purchased it yet. If someone purchases it, you'll have to like talk to them if it's okay for you to use it. And I was like, well, if no one's purchased it, I'm like, can we use it right now? Like right now, not come back. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. So like she brought us to the ladder, and it's nice. It's a really nice ladder. Like if you had a store, it's really pretty because it's like wooden versus all the metal ones. So if you had like a store front, it would be like, that's the nice ladder, instead of the metal ones. So James like pushes it over to where the thing is, and he climbs up. And I filmed some of this. And that's when we found that like we could just do it ourselves. And so it was great. I sent my dad a message, and it literally was just, and he was like, what did you do? And then I sent like the little, like a very short video of James up the ladder pulling letters off the wall. It was great. Like a library ladder, yeah. Those metal ones are the worst. Like, the metal ones are bad. Well, this one didn't really have like a super wobbly wheel. I feel like the metal ones are always wobbly, and like you lock them in place, and sometimes they stay locked in place, and sometimes the metal ones still move a little bit. But this one was really nice, and so we were able to get it down. And it was cute because like as we're walking up to like the register, like again, I also bought a couple of skeins of yarn. Because I'm making my niece, I showed you all the little Ariel, Little Mermaid, plush, and they had the perfect red hair yarn and the perfect green fin body yarn. And so I was like, you're coming with me. And I got a couple more skeins of like skin tone because honestly, always need that. They actually were like, we're probably going to get more yarn tomorrow. It's like, okay, thanks. Like they know me. The lady at the front knows me. She's so sweet. And I let like the employees were like, oh, it wasn't hard to get down. And I was like, no, do you want to like check it? Because a lot of them hadn't really. And they were like, oh, it's light. It's a lot, it's not what I thought it was going to be. So they're all so sweet. And I hate that the store's closing and I don't want it to be real. Evidently, someone also purchased all the big squares off the wall at my Joann's. So they were like, I'm glad that you're getting this first. That way, like, when they're taking all those squares down, like, nothing gets bumped into. So, yeah. That was my my Joann. It was fun. It was fun. I know, I don't want. And like I was saying, the other thing too is that like I'm just going to be sad about like the people not being there. Like the lady who is always at the register, I love her. She's so nice. She's so sweet. And the fact that she was like, we're going to be getting more yarn tomorrow, I think, if you're looking for anything. Like, stop. Stop. Like that. Anyway. So I'm excited that it's not super heavy, which means that I can hang it anywhere without having to, like, make 27 holes in my wall to, like, hang it up. But also, like, if I ever wanted to, I don't know, like, use it for something, I could. Oh, that sucks, Allison. I hate that. What do you mean, Georgina? Oh, like if they're working someplace else? It's all my little old... Yeah. Always brought you little treats. That's so sweet. No, I haven't... I don't know if they're... Like, if she's able to. I did, like, last time try and make, like, mention of, like... Oh, yeah, I'm Megan of all trades online. Like, find me so we can be friends. Find me so we can craft together. Like, I mean, she's like probably closer towards like my mom's age than mine. Well, I don't know, somewhere in the middle. Dang, Emily. Look at all those balls. That's not a bad idea. Hold on, that's not a bad idea. Let me grab a couple. I literally just put them on the floor, like right in the middle of the doorway. One of the regulars asked, yeah. It's hard. Sorry. Hi, Saren. Oh, God. Still dealing with the flu, but we're hanging in there. How was the rest of your stream, Saren? Uh-oh. Is my bot not on this whole time? How embarrassing. Oh my God, I don't... Okay, sure. Update. It's fine. But thank you for the lurk, Mousy. I wouldn't feel as bad about asking. Yeah. If a stranger asked, it would come across weird. Yeah. Figured out the spines on the dragon? Heck yeah. We were just talking, I went to Joann's today. And if you, there's a part 1 up right now, and the part 2 will be up probably tomorrow. I just wanted to do like a voiceover because literally otherwise this is what you're going to get. Hold on. So, see, isn't that a nice ladder though? So yeah, I'm going to do like a little voiceover about everything, about like the process, and kind of like explaining it too in case other people want to like get any kind of signage or things like that. But yeah, evidently someone also bought this wall. I wonder how much that was. Do you want to see it real quick? I'll give you a sneaky peek. I just showed it off to everyone, but I'll give you an... I don't mind grabbing it again. Yeah, I can't even imagine how much that wall cost. That ladder, that really nice ladder James was using was $200. Again, not a bad price. Not a bad price for, again, it's like a library ladder. Look at this. You can climb up and down both sides. It's got like a flat thing at the top, like with the hand, like, that's not bad at all. This is not. This is, Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And it is the Under the Sea Club. I don't know. I did make the mermaid here. Originally it was a scuba diver. Originally it was a little scuba girl. But there's a mermaid up here at the top. And I didn't want there to be a scuba diver below the other mermaids, so we changed her out. We used a lot of like the same style, but kept this diver's hair and skin tone. Let me go ahead. I'll grab the sign. It's not as big as you would probably think. No, James, I didn't tell them about the other thing you got. I didn't. I don't know what we're doing with this. I'll show you a picture. Anyway, here we go. Here's the sign. It smells like Joann's. It's not that big. It's very lightweight. You can see all the little screw places. And I'll show you. Put this here. It was basically held in like this. So this is the it part, like, because it says knit it. And so basically it was like in the wall, and you would just grab, and we kind of were able to just pull it. We brought like a bunch of tools. We weren't really sure what we were going to need. And today was originally just going to be a fact-finding mission. And then when we saw this little plastic bit, James thought that it was just like a PVC pipe kind of installation. So he actually went to cut this PVC bit, and that's when he realized that there was the screw in it. But at the same time, when he was trying to pull the tool away, the whole letter started to pull off, and I was like, I think if you just like grab it, firmly grasp it, and pull, it'll come out. Hi, Teresa. So, yeah. I got it. Oh no. Connection. Okay. It doesn't look like it's on my end. It's probably Twitch's end. So, other things were also available for purchase. Again, things like the ladders and what have you. And James noticed when he went back out to the car to get the tools, because I also told him to grab a shopping cart, because I was like, we can put the letters and stuff in the shopping cart. That way, you know, we're not trying to like juggle all the pieces. It'll just be, and put the tools in there, all of that. And he noticed, stop. Say hello. My shopping cart. I have no idea what the hell I'm gonna use it for. It's in the basement for right now, and Maple looked at us coming in and was like, "What in the are you doing? What?" It was $20 at our store. It was $20. So do they ship them? Literally, we had to like fold down the seat in the truck so that like we could fit it in. And I'm so grateful that I have my dad's old hand-me-down truck that was, you know, we had to repair it. It wasn't in great condition, but it's good now. You could put you could put yarn in there. I mean, this wasn't this was a different shopping trip. I did not I bought like I want to say 6 skeins today. 3 of them were skin color yarn. I got 1 red and 1 green for the little mermaid amigurumi I'm making. Maybe I got 4 of the peach. Either way, this was the other day. You can fit a lot of yarn in there. Not as much as you would think, but one of the yarn towers. Yarn towers? What's a yarn tower? So yeah, there's a shopping cart in my basement now. I love you too. Oh, the one that, okay. One behind that cart. This guy. Yeah, that'd be nice for storage. Again, my issue with everything, and anyone with pets can attest to this, hair. I would love something like this. It'd be great for storage, but like it would have to go in my closet or something because otherwise it would just get pet hair all over the yarn. Cat photos in the... Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, wait. Can you imagine putting the cats in the shopping cart with like a bunch of yarn? Artie would let me do that. Artemis would let me do that. Photo time. Yeah, dust, all that stuff. Because, like, honestly, the... Is there... I feel like... I mean, I think that these would be great cat beds. Hold on. These, like, these little yarn baskets here. These ones. Tell me. Right? You put, like, a little cat bed in there. You have a little... you can stack them 4 high. Like, I know Maple and Artie would freaking love that. They are probably for sale, but I don't know where I'd put stuff. I don't know, like, that's part of the problem is that there's so much storage and things that I would use, but where would I put them? No, not the star. Star? Hello? There's like nothing on my floor right now. Did it go under my tower? It did. It went under the computer tower. I'm like, there's nothing on my floor for it to even, like, hide under. Okay. Here's your stars, Theron. Oh, goodness. Into the jar. The only other thing that I have to share with y'all, I don't even think we've made a single stitch yet today. I shared this in Discord too. Also, Saren, I know you were talking about going to the post office. If you've got to go, definitely make sure that you go ahead and do what you got to do. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. But we went by Home Depot, and I reached out to the tree company to be like, give me my money back. Don't send me another tree for the love of God, but give me my money back, because these are the trees at Home Depot. This is the one that we ended up bringing home. You know, one that looks like a freaking tree that would survive. Look, there's buds on it. They've been trimmed. If you look, they have cuts on them. Like, they were trimmed. They were longer. So we brought it home. And there it is next to my other two trees. You know, my sticks. Now, I will say that this second one that they sent had a lot more green. I will give that. But if you're looking at these, I'm like, which one would you spend? Which one would you think is the $150 tree? Because I bet you it's not this, the one where you're like, oh, is that bamboo pole? The bamboo pole is the same size as the freaking tree. The one all the way on the left, Saren, was the cheapest one. Which is why I've contacted this company to be like, give me my money back. Don't send me another tree. Like, I'm still going to plant these and see if they grow, because I'm not going to just, like, you know. But, like, this, and I sent this in their email. This is the crepe myrtle that we got from them in 2023. It is. Hi. You can see why I was surprised by the quality of the tree that we got. 'Cause that was worth like the $70 that we spent. Hi. Hello. I'm so beautiful. Like, here. So this is the second tree that we got. Hold on. There we go. That was the first one. And that was the one we got from Home Depot. So again, there's a lot more greenery on this one now. You can see some of the leaves are already wilting. They got to get watered today. It's supposed to rain a lot. So, oh, hi. Hello. So yeah, this was how Joanne's looked when we got there. And that was when we left. There was the giant cat. Hello. Anyway, we're cross-stitching today. So welcome in, everyone. You like the stitch minder? My mod got that for me. Allison, do you know what shop that was from? Already in another chat, and I thought your baby had gained sentience. I mean, she's aware. Hi. I'm wearing a stitch shirt with my stitch needle minder. Artie, why is it that whenever I don't have room for you, that's when you want to sit up here? Every time that I make room, you're like, ew, screw that. But as soon as there's no room, you're like, man, mom's desk, that's the place for me. Okay. There you go. You have a spot to sit, okay? That's your spot. Oh, it's okay. I wasn't sure if you remembered offhand. Because cats. For real. Done with work. Nice. Yeah, I literally washed my hair like yesterday. Just because I had been so like sick and out of it and just like not wanting to do anything. So I feel that. Yeah. It was also nice to like not wake up sweating because of like fever in the middle of the night. So like you woke up actually like feeling rested and not gross. Oh, ad time. Okay. We're gonna take a quick stretch break because it's time for ads. So I'll play some words on stream. It's a perfect time to get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, and then I'll be right back. So we'll play some words, and I'll see you in a few. Alrighty. So, I was looking at the fixture thing that Petrichor shared. And I would legit, this is what I was like, yeah, this would be great. These like bins. But again, you have to like worry about pet fur. Hi, Mary. It's good to see you. On the ladder. Which one? Or like this bin. That holds so much yarn. You have a trolley. Oh, God. I do. I have no idea what I'm doing with that. Hi, silly. Hello. Very sweet girl. Oh, very sweet girl. Oh, like how many steps there were? Can I help you? Ma'am. Oh, out the window. Ugh. Hello again. Do you want to sit back here? Come back here. Come here. Come here. Why is everyone having internet issues? I didn't ask for this. Oh, hi. Peekaboo. Discord struggling too? I mean, maybe sometimes you want internet issues so that you can't log into work or something. Sorry, boss, my internet's dead. Guess I won't be coming in today. Darn. Stop reading my brain. Twitch Mobile is stuttering. Oh, are there a lot of storms? That makes sense. You had that too? Mm. So the Woobles kits are now 30% off. I know some of you all have asked me before what I think of them, if I like them, recommend them, whatever. I'm like, should I get a kit and like go over it? Is that something people would be interested in? Like, is this a good first time first time crocheter kit? I applied to be in their program and they never got back to me, so that means it's time for me to just give my opinion instead of being, you know, like, they sent me this, so I'll say nice things. You know? They had a little sushi one. Yeah, hashtag not sponsored. And I promise I won't crinkle the package any more than necessary to open it. Every Woobles ad I see, every one of them, does that thing with the bag. Ugh! No. Hate it. Yeah, I think that the sushi's really cute. I'm just trying to, like, figure out if it's worth, like, buying. Thanks for the lurks, Aaron. And thank you again for the raid. Yeah, I keep getting, like, Minecraft ones. Every time. Every time that they do the crinkle, I immediately swipe. I'm like, nope, not watching. Even if my sound is off, I'm like, nope. I promise you, I have never looked at their bags before and gone, I want to crinkle that. Like, I want to do with it. No, never. It's hard because, like, I'm not a big, and this is my own fault for not, like, making more videos and posting things and what have you. Like, I don't really have, like, a big presence for something like that, where if I, like, buy the kit, ad revenue or whatever would make up for it. So I kind of have to, like, is it worth shelling out, like, 20 plus, like, $22 for a kit? I mean, I could see, like, a video about that doing well. Like, is Woobles worth the hype kind of a video. But Artie is currently lying on the desk, just in case you were wondering. I don't want, like, the camera to... I'll just take a picture of her. We're almost done with seaweed, hooray. Roast chicken. Oh, wow. What are you going to be printing, Saren? We've done some very long prints before, but never like a multi... Our printer doesn't do multiple filaments. Like multiple colors, that is. Boop. Y'all, they better just give me a refund for this tree. I'm like, please don't send me another one. Start having to give trees away. Like store credit or something. Ugh. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, someone from your company said that you would give me a refund, and I saved my receipts. I took a screenshot. So, sucks to be you. I did it through like PayPal too, because you all had like donated like through Kofi for the tree. So I feel like having to do like a dispute or whatever with PayPal is always just like a pain in the butt. I don't know. YCC. Hello. How was your stream today? Hi, Half to Happy. Uh-oh, the voice is cracking. How are you? How was your stream today? What were you working on? Hey, Raccoon. Taters. Tater tots. Did some spinning. Ooh, some crochet. With scraps. Nice. Well, thank you for the raid. We are working on this cross stitch again today. While I'm just getting over the flu. So I've been trying not to, I guess, touch too many things that are for other people. But I was excited. We got some stuff for our St. Jude Play Live. I showed off some stuff that I got at Joann's today. Kind of weird stuff. It's on my social media if anyone wants to see the video. It's very exciting. Oh, yeah, I'm over it. I'm actually I'm doing better than I was. Honestly, part of me feels like I need to just vacuum our bedroom at this point, because I mean, we have to vacuum in general because both of us have been sick. Neither one of us have vacuumed in a while. And with all the pet fur and stuff like that, I feel like that's not helping either one of us out. But I swear, at nighttime, and it could just be at the end of the day, you know, I'm resting and all of that, but I have coughing fits, trying to get to sleep. So maybe I'll vacuum after stream. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Hi. Welcome. I am working on this frosted pumpkin cross stitch. That's what we are up to today. I'll make you a raid star for the jar. And thanks for coming over. We got some coral to make here and then a treasure chest. I also have a couple of little fishies that go up here, but I don't know, what should we do? Should I finish what's up here, like the bubbles and the fish, before going all the way to the bottom? What do you guys think? Or keep going and do the pink coral? Oh, you're leaving? Okay. Get this raid star ready for YCC. If you do exclamation point star in chat, it lets you know all about the stars that we're doing this year. Do the coral. Part of it too is that the coral is like a bigger piece. So I feel like there's less tying off of ends and stuff like that. Stay in the same area? Okay. Well, I mean, the other stuff is like up here. So like I just have to move a little bit. Oh, raid star for YCC. I did make a command for it. Into the jar. Thank you again. If you have to raid and run or do post-stream self-care, please make sure that you take care of yourself. And thanks again for bringing your community over. Yeah, see, there's some little fishy guys and some bubbles and stuff. Now that your hair's short, yeah. Way to go. I know how... I feel like taking a shower is one of those things that before you do it, it just feels impossible and terrible. And then you're in the shower and you never want to leave. At least that's me. And then you get out of the shower and you're like, that was so good and so worth it. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but the actual act of getting in is the worst of it normally. The transitions that are hard, yeah. It's also really hard when the weather is like very severe. I feel like when it's really cold, it's really difficult. When it's hot, I feel like it's so much easier to get in the shower because it feels really good. It's nice and cool and refreshing. At least I take cooler showers when it's really hot. But when it's cold out... Wait, are we in slow mode? Or is that just like my chat being... Thanks, silly. Was it in slow mode before? I'm so sorry. It wasn't. Okay. You don't think so? Okay, then it was just my everyone's been like Twitch is being weird. Okay. Twitch was being weird. It on my end said it was in 30-second slow mode. So, as long as it wasn't actually and y'all weren't like stuck. I love being in the shower when it's cold, but I hate getting out. Yes. Being in like a nice warm shower. And then it's like, okay, it's time to get out. And you're like, no. Twitch is just being extra twitchy. You didn't notice? Okay. I figured someone would have asked if it was that bad. Because 30-second slow mode is severe for like our chat. Sometimes it's necessary, but not for us. Oh, I hate when my fingers get pruny too. I have to wear like gloves when I wash dishes because I can't stand the way that my fingers feel when they're pruny. It's not something that used to bother me, but texturally at this point, it's something that makes me just feel, it gives me the ick. Words on stream would have been painful in slow mode. Oh my gosh. Huh. Now you have the urge what to put slow mode on. Silicons has too much power. During words, oh my gosh. I'm already so delayed, no. I heard birds on stream and now I need a new game. Would birds on stream just be guessing different types of birds? Settle down and eat your wall cotton candy. Okay, so I got a notification, an email the other day from Annie Ann Pretzels. I love Annie Ann Pretzels. They're so good. But they have a new flavor, and I need to know whether you all think it sounds like a good idea, a bad idea, or you're not really sure. Okay? It is Annie Ann bites, like the little bite-sized pretzels, with Oreo crumbles on them. See, Emily had that's the exact reaction I had. And when I sent it to my bestie, who I thought for sure was going to have that same reaction, she's like, that could be interesting. And I'm like, no. I don't like Oreos, but I'm also like, it just, I can't imagine Annie Ann pretzel, like, their flavor is very distinct and unique, and I can't imagine it with Oreos. But like, okay, so I was even thinking about like golden Oreos. I love golden Oreos, the ones that are like the vanilla cookies and the cream. And even that, I was like, I don't know about that. Never had a pretzel from them. They're so good. It's like buttery and I I don't know how to describe them. Buttery is probably a good way. But it honestly made me think of how like unhinged Oreo can be at times, where they do things like, I mean, now granted, I think that like birthday cake Oreos don't necessarily sound terrible, but they have ones that are super weird, like the flavors. A s'mores version. See, like that makes sense. But sometimes the flavors that they come up with, you look at them and you're like, what are you thinking, Oreo? Dark chocolate, lava chip. Fancy. Meanwhile, I'm like, I like the vanilla ones and the double stuffed vanilla ones. The end. Someone's back. Did Pippin follow you? You're looking at the door. I'm so glad Pippin came in to get scritches the other day with her back scratcher. So we were trying I tried to make another appointment for Patch since we had to cancel his anal gland appointment on Monday because we were both too sick. And I felt so bad for the receptionist who had absolutely no idea what we were talking about because it's not something that they typically do. They're doing it this way because he's reactive and they're trying to, you know, like it's not like a normal scheduling thing. And she was like asking us questions and she was so confused. And then she had like the wrong pet up. Like she had Artie up at one point. And I felt so bad. And she's like, okay, what I've done is I put a note in for the doctor. So they'll give you a call back to schedule it. And I was like, that's perfectly fine. Like, I'm so sorry. That was so confusing. My dog just has clogged butt juice. Can you fix it? Welcome to my stream if you're new. I wonder how many people just like clicked over and that was the first thing that they ever heard me say. Oh, hi. Welcome in, new viewer. I've never seen you here before. Artie's trying to get into her blanket for it. Hold on. Man, all these new people. It might, you know, I've heard that sword means they're new in chat. Immediately subscribes. Isn't it like the Zelda sword? You get it when you're super new and then it goes away. I was wondering why I had that, yeah. You just ruined the blanket fort I tried to make you. No respect in this household. The absolute disrespect. Y'all, you should be proud. I almost bought a cross stitch pattern or a cross stitch kit. And I was like, I have so many, I can wait. Do you all want to see it though? Where the heck did my scissors go? Here they are. Of course. Instead you got a giant sign. It's not giant. It's not giant. Okay, I take it back. She wasn't being disrespectful. I have to make more pillows for her. She still only has the Valentine's Day ones. I think I should make like rainbows for this month or something. I don't know what. Yeah, the sign was like a one. The sign, if she left, by the way. If I didn't get the sign, they were going to give it to the next person and I'd never get it. Here. It's not too big. And it's not very heavy. Oh. Oh, we could do Easter egg or something. Yeah, that's true. See? Not too big. This can fit in the wall. This could fit on my wall in here. Hi. Do you want to sit on my lap? I can make you a spot. Wait 1 second. Wait. Okay. There you go. Oh, yeah, cozy girl. Oh, I can show you all the cross stitch. Pull it out a little. Okay, it's out of stock now, of course. There were 2 of them. It's by like one of my favorite cross stitch companies. Oh. I need to go. I bought one of them. I didn't think I did. I thought that I took it out of my cart. Evidently when I bought all of the stuff when I was really sick, I didn't take that out of my cart. So when I bought all the pain medicine and the cough drops, I left this one. I left the... Artie, ma'am, why are you all over? I didn't buy both of them. Anyway, here's one. This is the one I didn't buy. Isn't it so cute? It's out of stock right now. It's only $10. Okay? So was this one. And I bought this one. It's 3 raccoons in a trench coat. and going like, and this was such a mood. If the, yeah, the penguins are out of stock. But the raccoons were only $10. I'll add the penguins to my craft wish list. Because they're out of stock right now, so I can't buy it anyway. So I've almost bought this one like 4 different times. Hold on, I'm going to show it to you. Look at the little dragon who's like, I like your lightning, but it's like mine. Yeah, I went to the cart because I figured that it was in my my saved for later items. And I just saw the penguin in the save for later, and I'm like, but where'd the raccoons go? And then I went to my orders, and I'm like, if you look at it, it was ordered the same day. It was ordered the same day as all the pain meds. Hey, James, can you hear me? Start healing. Oh, yeah. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad. Listen, anything that you buy when you're like sick and on pain meds. Did you really though? Maybe Sick Megan should have gotten the penguins. Because they're out of stock now. Only $10 for that. Like, that's a really good price for a kit. I need to cross stitch more. I need to cross stitch quicker. I was going to say you all should be so proud because I was like, I have enough kits. I don't need to buy more. I can just save it in my favorites. Then I didn't. Oh my god. Sick Megan doesn't care. Hey, James. Yeah, I can't be held accountable. Listen, it was all the way at the bottom underneath the auto cat litter bags. So I bought like 4 things that I was meant to buy. Tylenol, Aleve, cough drops, cat litter bags. How was I supposed to know I didn't scroll all the way to the bottom? I was like half asleep, coughing out my lungs, you know? Like, Doesn't sound like my problem. But I should have got the penguins. I think the raccoons are kind of funny though, because I was feeling them pretty trash panda-y, you know? Imagine being in the same house, one room over, and not listening to your spouse when they call you. Could never be me. Thanks, Teresa. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of your day. I need to get faster at all of my crafts, please. There's just so many things to make and not enough time. You know? I can't shout either, because that would hurt my throat. It's like not even that big of a deal. I just wanted to remind him of something that we completely forgot to do today. We ordered cat litter bag, like, replacement things. Oh, can you? You've just been choosing to ignore me when I've been, like, calling your name? Thanks. That's so nice. Asshole. We forgot to, we did so good doing everything today, but we forgot to go to Staples and return the litter bags that were the wrong size. But we should do that because we ordered the right size bags. We were right in that area too. Good talk. He must have immediately went into another game instead of, listening. Anyway, it's ad time. Let's take a quick stretch. Get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, listen to your significant other. I don't know. Maybe that's just crazy talk. And then we'll come back and we'll keep working on this coral. Okay, bye. Woo! There's like 10 seconds left on ads, so we'll just come back over here. I couldn't type, so I was using my phone to play words because I have a cat in my lap. Also, hi Shiz, how are you? Maybe I should say hi now just in case you were in ads. Hi Shiz, how are you? How are you, Mary? I feel like it's been a while. I hope that you're well. Not to be like, where have you been or anything. Just like, it's always nice to see someone again. It's me trying to be like, we've missed you. We have noticed your absence. I don't know. I feel like bad now because I don't. People aren't ever expected to be here. And that's not what I meant. You would like to know that you've been missed? Okay. How dare you miss someone / notice they aren't there? No, I don't mean to like call people out and be like, because I've seen people who've been like, where, now, almost like being like, where have you been? Haven't seen you and like not saying it in a nice way. You know? Some people will say it like accusingly. Which hopefully, even though my voice is raspy and crusty, that didn't sound like that. Yeah, exactly. Hive mind right there. We know who has the brain cell today. It's Silly and Emily. They're sharing. I was wondering where my brain went. That's just like the anxiety brain. You know, being like, oh, you shouldn't have said it that way. Or people aren't going to know what you meant. It's like I don't want anyone ever feeling like called out. You know, just over explaining things because you're like, oh my gosh, what if these people don't understand how my brain works? And then they think I'm being a jerk. True story. You do that too? Yeah. I panic. I'm like, oh my god. They're gonna take it the wrong way. What is this? Hello? What? What is this little thing behind Snailbert? What is it? Hello? It's not. What is it? Oh. There was a glitch. Snailbert had a glitch. Oh, look, he's trying to catch all the things. Okay. Poor buddy. It's okay. okay, we've all been there. We've all glitched. No, you're right there. You're not a glitch. What if it was all about the glitches we met along the way? That's beautiful. That makes me feel ancient. My foot's falling asleep because of the cat. But she just did a big sigh, like a big purring sigh, so I'm not moving. Oh my gosh, do you all want to see how Maple was sleeping last night? Yes. Okay. We are playing Infinity Nikki together. And here he was helping, right? And then he fell asleep. Whoa. Hold on, camera. You can do it. There we go. And he was asleep. Head upside, like, just, what? Look at him. Sure, bud. Okay. Sure, why not? What a baby. They sleep, right? Like, what a weird position. Such a shame, yeah. If anything, like, and I know not every animal wants a friend. Like, not every pet likes to have like a companion. I just feel bad that he, like, I don't know, doesn't have a buddy. I've been loving the fact that Abrams has been hanging around more. Like, he stays close to the house now. And since it's been really cold lately, he's been sleeping in the heated house. And I'm like, bud, you just let me know. You just let me know that you're friendly and you want a home, and we're going to find you one. It won't be this home, because I cannot do more. But if you don't want to be outside and you want a warm bed, we can make that happen. He does have me, but, like, I can't, like, wrestle or play in the same way that a cat does. Like, or communicate, I guess. I guess he doesn't know how to communicate anyway, so in a way, I guess he's not really missing out in that regard. On the other side of this is where the treasure chest goes. So if you're wondering why it, like, just stops all of a sudden, it's because there's treasure. A bunny. Yeah. Before stream, I was showing James one of the small animal rescue groups that I follow. Like, they're really sweet. They helped us out when we had, like, the little baby bunnies, and they're the group that I've asked, questions about Oopsie. Like, they do wildlife rehab as well. Like, certified, they have licenses and all sorts of things. Anyway, I digress. They have a bunch of little mice available for adoption right now, and they're all named after different types of cheese. So there's, like, Colby Jack and Monterey and Feta. Not my choice, yeah. He doesn't have another cat, yeah. Like, I am always, ever since having 2 guinea pigs versus having 1, I'm like, most animals, not all, again, not all. Patch is a perfect example. Coco was Patch's buddy. Patch would not like another buddy. That was his ride or die, and I don't think that he would vibe with another dog, right? But, like, Artie has always kind of had, like, an interest in the others, but again, Maple didn't have proper manners. Gandalf was, like, way too eager and also smelled like stinky boy, so she was like, absolutely not. And then Pippin is, like, such a good mix. Like, I think that Pippin could really be a buddy for both Maple and Artie. But Maple has to learn how to Take a chill pill. Oh, really? Like a domestic bunny? A wild one, gotcha. That's good. Domestic rabbits, unless like it's, you know, it's like a supervised playtime outside kind of thing. Domestic bunnies will not survive in the wild. Unfortunately, people don't know. Oh gosh, I love wild bunny. I love bunnies in general. Bunnies are cute. They're very sweet and they're very smart. One day I'd like to have like an Angora bunny so that I could use its wool to spin. Mostly because I couldn't have like I can't have an alpaca or a sheep where I live. I could have a bunny though. Not at this point in my life. I've got cats and that. Although I have seen like videos, like the dodo videos and things like that of like unlikely friends. Like you see like the rabbits and the cats that are like best friends or whatever. Those are always so cute. Keeps them separate. Yeah, all are so chill. Mm-hmm. You can literally spin Angora rabbit right from them. Yeah. And they just like sit there, like munch on their hay. And you're like spinning wool right off their butt. Fascinating. It's really soft too, like Angora fur. I feel like if we got like a rabbit, it would probably be like close to the same size as Artemis. So she would just be like, yeah, whatever. Maple would be the one I'd have to worry about. Artie's so chill. Like, you can really just do whatever, and she's like, okay. Whoops. That's the wrong color. Right? Hi. Oh. Are you leaving? I thought you were just gonna get resituated. Hi. Suddenly cat. Absolutely. I think so, at least. Do you think... There you go. Hi, Tigress. How are you? Okay. How has your day been? Definitely doing better. Not 100%, but like definitely doing better. I got out of the house a little bit today, which felt good actually, which is surprising because a point in my life where I would not have said that, but slowly getting all the germs out at this point. I did get the Joanne sign. There's one video on Instagram already, and there's going to be another one. I just have to do like a voiceover that I'll post tomorrow. But if you give me a second, I can show you if you want to see it. It's like, can I reach it without disturbing the cat? I can. Ta-da! I could be the eye. The other pieces are over there, but yeah. Okay, nailed it. It's actually smaller than I thought, which is good because I thought it was going to end up being bigger. Like it's one of those things that, because like it was hanging up high, it was kind of hard to tell how big it was going to be. So I'm kind of relieved that it's not huge. But yeah, it's a pretty good size. It's very light though, which is great. Like it's definitely not something that you would have to Like, I understand why they had so many spots drilled for it so that it, didn't fall on like customers and stuff like that. But like hanging it up here, it will not require as much um, attaching to the wall. I'm really excited too. I agree. I was saying this, like, my office right now is a bedroom. And, James and I have talked about having kids and all of that, and adopting, which is something that we really want to do, or fostering, which is something that we've really wanted to do. And I was like, well, both of our offices would have to be converted, and, we just move like office stuff down to the basement. And so if that's the case, I would have like a wall behind me more than likely in a stream situation. So like it could absolutely go on like because like right now I have windows behind me. Like it wouldn't really go like there. It could go on that wall. It could go on that wall. It could but it wouldn't really go behind me right now. But in the future it could. I was saying I'm sure that like I could probably even find on, DeFont or something like that, a similar font, and use the Cricut to like cut out one that says crochet and whatever. Make it almost like three-dimensional, put like little lights behind it so that it would glow. Lots of fun ideas. Hate all the clothes you own, but you hate having to get new ones. Mm-hmm. Yup. Time for you to drive home. Travel safely through the cotton candy walls. Sometimes I feel like it's just, I don't even know if it's like a sensory thing, but sometimes the clothes that you have just feel bad, or they don't fit right, or they don't feel good on. And I also feel like that can change too, like depending on times of month and stuff like that. Like sometimes, whether it's hormone related, or like things get bloated, or whatever, and all of a sudden, like things that used to fit nice, like everything feels bad now because it doesn't fit nicely, and it, like even a favorite article of clothing can go through a period of time where it's like you need to sit and think about things. Yeah, when my hives were really bad, these seams, I had to like sleep in my pajamas inside out because the seams would be too much and they'd make me itch. So I feel that. I don't have time. Rather stay home. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. Sensory safe clothes for adults, yeah. Nobody here would understand, but I knew you guys would. Absolutely. Especially the I have to go out again, what do I wear mindset. Like, oh, like you had to wear work clothes, and now you want to be comfy or whatever, not find more clothes. Would have worked. Oh no. Yeah, I have so many clothes I have to wash because normally I'll wear something more than once before I wash it, unless I sweated in it or I did like a bunch of outside work, um, where things get dirty or whatever. But because we've been sick, everything is one wear and wash, and I haven't washed anything yet. So it's like I gotta carry the hampers downstairs and time to do the laundry because you sure go through a lot of stuff when you're trying to get rid of all the germs. Sick laundry is the worst. Yeah, we had so many sheets. Like, we changed sheets, I want to say 3 times in a week and a half. We changed them after James's fever broke. We changed them after I had the fever and it broke. And then we changed, like, it just. Because those night sweats when you're sick. You, like, don't want to get back into those sheets. It was so itchy. Oh no. Two other colors of the same one, and they were fine. Huh. Sometimes they use, like, different dyes in different colors. What color was it? I wonder if there's something in the dye that just made it scratchier. Like, for instance, Red Heart, the black yarn is probably the itchiest Red Heart yarn. It's just like the thickest and scratchiest, and I don't know why. Like, whatever they use to get the dye, I guess that color. Just makes the yarn thick and itchy. Not teal doing you dirty, no. I hate that. Yeah, you're welcome to share if you want. So, my cousin, who's more like my older brother, right? Um, he's my dad's brother's kid. My dad's brother's a piece of crap. Um, he like stayed with us for a period of time when I was growing up. He's again more like my brother, much older brother than a cousin. He turns 50 this month, and they're doing like a surprise birthday thing. And I don't know like what to get or make, or I don't know. Like, what do I do? An Aunt Shirley hat? He's gotten one. It's a good idea. Maybe something like Mets related. He likes baseball. He's a real big hockey fan, too. When in doubt, a card and money. Growing up, that was always, it cracked me up because, like, when he would come and visit for, like, birthday, I would get a card, and inside it would either have a gift card to, like, a place that he worked. He worked at, like, Best Buy at one point. He worked at Comp USA. I don't know how many of you remember that store. Um, and 9 times out of 10, the card would just say, or there would be nothing in it, and it would be like, um, your present's at the store, let's go find it. And he would just, like, take me to a store and buy me, like, a video game or something like that. But I have, like, a bunch of those sorts of cards from him. I got you a present, it's at the store, let's go find it. Oh, the tree pop-up reminds me. I wonder if they've gotten back to me about a refund. I'll catch a cat. Wait, that is it like your pet that has to go to the vet cuz rip. Catching cats for that reason never seems to go well. No, for meds, yeah. They know. They know, and they just I don't know, become some kind of like liquid state. They're like, nope, sorry. You cannot contain me. You cannot control me. Hydration, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a thing I have to do. I hear that, Panda. Pets should never get older. Like, wouldn't it be great if you could just, like, select an age? Like, I would pick when Patch was, like, little and not anxious yet. He'd be so happy. Thank you for the unclench and quench and for feeding my mods. They get no food here. I have in my emote things to make a pop cat kind of emote. I just have to do it, you know? Thanks, I needed a snack, yeah. What Pokemon is that? Oh, yeah. Boop. Good. I will be working on them on stream tomorrow. I wanted to give myself enough time to, I don't know, people not feel like she's germy. So I'll be finishing up both of them tomorrow and then mailing them out. Oh, that's good. I hope that she does. No, not. Oh my gosh. Not it fraying on the last stitch. That's not cool. Literally the last one of this color. Hi. Ha. I got it. Success. What color is that? Three, 6, 8, 5. Well, I hope that she cooperates for you. That would be great. Gotta figure out what to eat. The perpetual struggle. Alright, we're going to finish up the inside of these corals and we'll be done with the plant and the coral, which I think is pretty darn good. And then there's going to be some sand down here and a treasure chest. And like I said, I have some fish and stuff to add. But we're making good progress on this. Only a couple of years after it came out. It's fine. Hell, I'm just glad that I can cross stitch again. I don't know if anyone else ever gets like this. I feel like a lot of times after you've been sick or like congested and you can breathe again, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I ever stopped remembering how great it was to breathe. You know? And I'll never forget how nice it, and then you do, because it becomes the normal again. But every now and again, I just find myself thinking like, wow, you know, I've come so far since like the vertigo thing, and like I truly hope that that never comes back, cuz like, gosh, all the things that I struggled with. And like, you're supposed to forget stuff and, you know, move on. You're not supposed to like dwell in that. But there's like a part of me that's afraid that if I don't like remain grateful that I can do things, that I'm going to end up like back there again. Which I know isn't how it works. But it's magical thinking. It's how anxiety works. I'm glad you can craft too, Mia. That's great. I did, Kenya. I did. How are you? How is Minecraft? Heck yeah. Yup. I posted like a little quick video, and then I have like a longer one that I'm going to do a voiceover with. Just to kind of like explain a little bit more. Tired. Minecraft was good. I'm glad. We also went by Home Depot and got a tree that isn't a stick. Do you want to see this? This is wild to me. Okay? Because you've been dealing with, or you've not been dealing with, you've heard about the tree drama with this company sending me like a stick in a bucket and being like, here's your tree, enjoy. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, and I even sent this to them to be like, this is why you need to just like refund me. Like, this was the tree that we got in 2023 from them. Granted, a different kind, so, you know, whatever. But still, good tree. No problems. Planted, thriving. Then, I got these ones. And they sent me a replacement because I was so unhappy with the first one. Kenya, guess how much? I think you were here. They charged $150 for that tree. Now, I know that there's also, like, the bamboo pole that is supporting the tree is as thick as the tree. Okay, so they sent me another one, being like, it'll be better. I just wanted a refund. It's not a tree, it's a stick. So I went ahead and I took matters into my own hands. I'm like, send me a refund. And then I sent them this picture. And I was like, this is what I thought I was going to be getting. This is a $100 tree from Home Depot. It's the exact same kind. It is the flowering Kwanzaa cherry blossom tree. Look at the difference. This is what I thought I was going to be getting. This. Not this. Like, I have a video. Like, look at this. Like, yes, this second one that they sent is better. There is more greenery on it. Okay? There is more greenery. I will give them that. But, like, look at the difference. So, of course, we're going to plant everything and see what grows. But, like, yikes. But here... No, and like I said in the email, I'm like, the first one that we got from you all in 2023 was great. Back when you all were like accompanied with Lowe's. And I don't know if the fact that you're not working with them anymore, I don't know. I don't know, but I was like, please don't send me another tree. It's not what I want. Anyway. Ta-da! Ta-da! I can be the eye. So yeah, I'm gonna post like a video about it. Oh God, tomorrow. So that way I can do like my voiceovers and stuff like that. But I got my sign. I got my sign. Oh God, the cat's on my lap, so you understand. I'm not really allowed to move too much. We do, so the thing is, I mean, there is like return policies and stuff. I don't know. I guess like companies are allowed to have their own like return policies here. I don't know. But this is like, I paid with PayPal because y'all sent money through Kofi so that we could afford the tree. And when I saw that that was an option to pay that way, I paid that way. So it's not as easy as like calling up the credit card company and being like, put a stop order on, or like put a stop on this charge. Like, it's just a little bit more cumbersome to deal with PayPal, I feel like. You're cute, Kenya. So, but I basically was like, don't send me another tree. Here, I can read you what I sent. I said, hello again. I received my second tree now from you all and have to say, while the second tree, and I put a tree in quotation marks, does have some more green on it, it was still subpar and not what I was expecting when paying $150 to a nursery for a tree. I have ordered from you in the past. Our last order in 2023 was fabulous. I'm including a photo of that tree below. I'm also including a photo of the two $150 trees circled in red next to the exact same variety of tree from Home Depot, circled in blue, which only cost $100. I don't know about you, but as far as value and health, your trees are far inferior. You may also want to let your packing team know that when pulling zip ties around the base of the tree, they should make sure it's not so tight that it cuts into the tree. See third photo. At this point, I would appreciate a refund for the tree we purchased from you. I do not want another tree from you. We seem to have very different ideas of what a 5 to 6 foot tree for $100 should look like. I was expecting one that looked like the Home Depot tree, not one that looked like what we received from you. Thank you for your attention in this matter. Don't send me another goddamn tree. What am I gonna do with all these trees? And again, who knows? Maybe the ones from them will grow and will look great. I just don't want to plant it and have it, like, I don't know. Look at all these trees. Start giving them away. That's what I'll give my cousin for his birthday. Happy birthday, here's a tree. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like your trees with like 6 leaves on them, because that's what I got you. Oh. Hooray. Coral. Little ferny plant thing. Check and check. We did a bunch today. We really did. Yeah, like look at this tree. That's what I thought when I said, like, you know, I'm not standing even with the tree. I'm on the ground and that's on a pallet. But like that's what I was thinking when I said I wanted a tree. That was like, you know, a certain height. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, and I'm so annoyed that I didn't think to take a screenshot, because it would have been like perfect. I ended up getting an ad for Brighter Blooms, which is the company, and the person was like planting it, they were trees. Okay? So it wasn't like a, I don't know, what we got, which was like sticks. They looked like trees, and they were pulled out of like the same box, probably a bigger box versus the box we got, but they had branches and they looked like, and I'm like, God damn, of course I didn't take a screenshot of it, because I would have included that and been like, if the ones we got looked like this ad, we wouldn't be having a problem. You know, like, your ads are lying. They lie. Yeah, that's what I just... By the way, I looked, but I didn't see that one. It's hard because, like, a lot of stuff, if I'm like, Brighter Blooms, it's like, oh, look at these bright blooms. And I'm like, no, that's not what I meant. I appreciate it. By the way, I just need you all to see. Look at her. She's like on the little leg rest entirely. Hi. Is that a good snuggle? A baby. Pippin has not. She will lie next to you and definitely wants you to pet her while she's lying next to you. And she will walk across laps now, which is big. She used to not do that. Laps were like lava. But she has not laid on them yet. You sweet girl. Hello, Obsidian. How are you? Okay. I snoozed them. So hopefully not. Yeah, that's why it disappeared. So tomorrow the plan is to finish up the 2 hedgies that need to be finished and mailed. Again, thank you all for your patience while dealing with freaking flu. I can't believe that. I still can't believe that James went to drill and all he brought back was the flu. He didn't even get pickles from the Amish market, like I asked. Just the flu. Gosh. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Not even a t-shirt. I don't need a t-shirt. I wanted pickles. He was not, no. But the Columbus Farmers Market by McGuire Air Force Base has the best pickles ever. He's not at that one anymore either. Pickles. He's not even listening. The audacity. Anyway. Thank you all for being here today. I appreciate it. I hope that everyone has really, really nice rest of your time zones wherever you're at. I will be back tomorrow at 3. And like I said, we will be doing some crochet. Finishing up some projects and things like that. Of course. Of course. Thank you for hanging out. We're going to go over and say hi to Rhinus Leatherworks. They are working on armor. It's so cool looking. It's so cool. If you've not seen their leather work before, you'll be very impressed. Oh. Hello. I'm glad you got to pop in too and I got to show you my sign. I love you. Suddenly a cat. I hope that oh god. Oh. Hello. Potential spam. Bonjour. I may be eligible for the IRS tax something. Okay. Her name was Samantha. It was a bot, but I don't even know it's Samantha. Anyway. Oui, baguette. Okay. Let's go on this raid. And I will see you all tomorrow. At 3 o'clock. Samantha? I don't even know it's Samantha. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's roll some credits. Thank you all again for being here. Have a great rest of your time zone, friends. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and to other people. Remember, you are loved, and I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, yes. Definitely go check out my social media if you haven't already, because you'll see a little sneaky peek of some of the sign stuff, and the rest of it will be there tomorrow. So,
Yeah. Okay. I love you all. Goodbye.